Alrighty, my name is Trevor Clark. I'm a student at Full Sail, and this is actually a podcast where I will be showing you how gravity will pull things down at the same speed. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this to start off and let you know, reaching off camera. Honestly, the only thing, and probably one of the main reasons I chose this was just due to the fact that I easily had access to this stuff. But all you need for the experiment is a sheet of paper that's no bigger than a book. And a heavy book. See that? Awesome. Also, one of the main reasons I'm choosing to do this podcast over any of the others was because at the beginning of the class I was really struggling, and I even talked to some of the other students, and you may remember, and asked questions about how the fact that if a parasailor is jumping out of a plane, that the acceleration actually decreases. A lot of that I couldn't grasp. It was a concept that I had a hard time grasping at first because when I thought about the laws, I wasn't factoring in the fact that there's actually air resistance working against gravity. I just never factored that in, and so I didn't understand how something could fall at the same rate if it was different weights. So now I'm going to show you how this is and do the experiment. For the first part of the experiment, I'm going to take the book and the piece of paper, drop them waist high, and we will see which one hits the ground first. Ready, go. Okay, for this part, from the waist, I'm going to lay the paper on top of the book. This way, there is no air resistance coming up, pressing up against the paper. And you'll realize that they drop together perfectly. The camera's crooked. So basically that was my experiment. Now the reason that they would drop at different rates, at different speeds when used separately, was because you factored in the air resistance pulling up against it. But as you can see, if you were to take out air resistance as a factor and lay this on here, there is no air resistance going up against the paper. So the gravity does pull it down at the same speed. I hope that makes sense. That was my podcast, and that's it.